Good morning, folks. It is almost 8 a.m. on Saturday. Welcome to the Church of Calisthenics. I picked a name. You probably noticed I updated all the videos. It is officially the Church of Calisthenics. This is my passion. This is my product. This is me. Sponsored by Paul. That's me. You can say goodbye to Pauly C Fitness. I'm never going to get offended if you call me Pauly C, but that part of this journey has ended. I got a little funk music coming with me this morning. It's a stretch video. Today's day 6. Breaking sobriety. We're going through it. We're done. Kidding. We're taking a day off. For me personally, if you can't take a day off, do not take a day off. Your journey needs to be collectively sober. Stay sober. Part of my reward for all of this challenge is to give myself the 1 day a week, the Sabbath. It's the Sabbath. That's also why it's called the Church of Calisthenics. I used to be deeply religious. I can say Catholic. I was proud of it. I'm still proud of who I am and what I think of the world and how I see myself. But now I focus on calisthenics as my main passion. And this is the Church of Calisthenics. We're just going to do 20 minutes of stretching, guys. I don't have any of this planned. I'm just going to give you my favorite stretches today. So excited for you to join me. Go check out all my other videos. They're pretty challenging, but they're great. I created all the workouts myself. I love them. Like I said, this is just 20 minutes today of doing some stretching, my favorite stretches. We're going to start standing up. I slept on my wrist last night, so my wrist is hurting pretty bad. So I probably won't do too much planks and stuff like that. But I'm still going to definitely get on the ground, do some stretches. Do whatever you can. Stretching is good no matter what. We're going to start with nice knee raises. And to be completely truthful with you, I did partake in my vice last night about 8 o'clock. Basically, I'm giving myself 24 hours to enjoy it. So I will be putting it back away probably by 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. My vice being some weed. Maybe yours is alcohol. Maybe yours is some pills. Maybe it's some pharmaceuticals, also pills. Let's do some leg pulls now. But all that to say, the whole journey is about just being graceful to yourself, to your passions. I'm moving really fast today, guys. Sorry. It is morning time. We're doing great. Get a few more leg pulls. Good. Take a second. Let those legs kind of shake out. But all that to say, I'm so proud of you for showing up. Even if you got high for all 7 workouts this week, you still won. Let's do a nice front fold. Put a nice soft bend in those knees, planting those feet into the ground. We're just going to slowly come down to the floor, one vertebrae at a time. It's one of my favorite phrases for some reason. One vertebrae at a time. I'm going to treat this stretch video kind of like more of like a podcast. I'm not going to go obviously super hard into describing how to stretch. I think you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'll obviously put some emphasis on, let's come back up one vertebrae at a time. Let's do a little spread. But I'm going to put a lot of emphasis on obviously just major points of the stretch. And then it's up to you how deep you want to go. This is all about how much you want to get from it. I'm not a yoga instructor. I don't have yoga certifications. I enjoy doing yoga about once a week. My girlfriend Lily is a yoga instructor, so I know a little bit from what I've been able to do, watch her do and learn. But overall, all my stretches are just personal stretches that I like. Okay, guys, back to the center. I just did about 10 seconds on each leg. And we're coming back to the center. But all that to say, do whatever you want. Follow me as much as you want. These are just stretches I love to do. This is what helps me stretch out. I did leg workout yesterday. Let's come up. Ooh. All right, let's practice a few little side lunges. Side lunges are tough because you kind of have to sit into them like a squat, but you want to keep that balance, keep the foot in the back weight. I'm going to do the left side first. So all you're going to do is just shift that weight to the left. Trying to sit back. Don't let yourself lean forward. Sit back into it. As you kind of lengthen out, you can let that other leg that you're going to straighten out kind of push out. And try to sit back into this left glute. Sorry. Yeah, it's your glute. Trust me. Sit back into it. And what you can do to kind of help you balance is maybe cross your arms. You do some prayer hands. Do them out wide. But we're going to try to sit into it. Don't lean over too much. I want you to try to keep that chest up, but you're trying to sit into this left hip. Trying to get that left hip stretched out. Good. I am so sorry if I fart through this video. Just part of the game, guys. Had some good food yesterday. Let's go to the right side, sit into it, push that heel down, just like squats, keeping the toes up. You're doing excellent. This is meant to be a fun, easy day. I'm just happy you're here with me. I updated the Church of Calisthenics profile to give a little bit more description about myself. Basically, I started my journey in September 2020 with calisthenics, and now I'm at a total of about 100 pounds lost. But something fun about that, let's come center. I'm just going to do a front fold, let those legs stretch back out. Good. Do as much as you can, as much as you want. But all that to say, I really only lost about 50 pounds through my first 2.5 years because I never took my diet seriously. And so I would say the other 50 pounds came off in 2022/2023 when I started meal prepping. And those are going to be videos I'm going to come out with in the following weeks. I'm going to film all my meal prep on Sunday. Let's come up, guys. Good. Let's do one more regular front fold. Just get those legs nice and warmed up while we're standing. Oh, goodness. This is tough. Good. Now we're going to do a real glute stretch. I'm getting better about identifying the muscles, making sure I'm letting you know when I'm stretching, but I'm in the new phases of really taking on this personal trainer. We're going to do some good glute stretches. You're going to cross your leg, your heel on top of your right knee, and try to sit into it. We're going to alternate. You should feel it definitely in your hip. I just felt my hip kind of pop. But yeah, all that to say, I am definitely going to have some meal prep videos coming your way. More so just to show how fast you can create 10 meals in a week. I don't really like to do meal prep because, it's fun to have a bunch of food ready. It's more so just convenience. I cook 2 to 3 hours on Sunday, and it helps me. Let's just get about 5 to 6 seconds on each side. It helps me a lot with just having food available and not avoiding temptations during the week. Let's come back to the other side. Sit into it. Ooh, man. This is tough. Tough. But yeah. This video is not well polished at all. Like I said, I did smoke last night, so I'm a little frazzled. I'm saying a lot, and I'm going to keep doing it. 3, 2, 1. Good, guys. Just going to let butt for a second. Making my way to the ground. My wrist already feels better. Let's do a nice little front fold. Don't let that spine lose too much integrity. You kind of want to push forward, keeping your spine up. Oh, you can feel it. I can feel my calves, my hamstrings. You can stretch as much as you can. Maybe you want to push against the floor. Whatever you want. I can grab my feet. I like grabbing all of it. I'll see if I get to 30 minutes. I plan on only doing 20 minutes today, but it never hurts to stretch. I'm going to keep stretching all day. I just only want to do like 20 minutes on video. But any suggestions? If you hate it, if you think it's a dumb video, let me know. I'm going to do another stretch video tomorrow, so if you do hate it, just keep your tone down, be nice. That wasn't funny. Let's come back up. I'm just trying to have fun today, guys. Let's do a nice little split. We're going to go back down the center first. Oh, it never hurts to stretch, guys. I mean, I think it does hurt if you're really sore, but right now it doesn't hurt. I'm trying to keep that integrity in my spine. I get lazy and kind of hunch. I get it. But try to keep that integrity in your spine. Trying to feel that stretch to your inner thighs. Let's come back up. We're going to rotate to our right. Come down, focusing on that right side. I like to do hands into the floor. It just helps me kind of like inch into the stretch, which is really important part of stretching that I've learned through yoga is, being able to grow into a stretch, but also learning when to not overdo it. I feel like I'm really obsessed with going to yoga classes and seeing how much I can hurt myself. If you look at my new profile, I kind of describe how much I hurt myself with my injury proneness. And I think it's just an athlete's mentality. A lot of us do athletic stuff to see what our bodies can and cannot do. And sometimes we learn what it definitely cannot do in the worst way. It's come up real slow. We're going to twist over to this left side. Excellent. Get that left side nice and stretched out. But yeah, all that to say again, be careful. Don't push yourself too hard. This is all just for you. Whatever you can do, whatever feels good. It's all a little bit of self-love. I'm just glad you showed up today. Keep pushing down to the left. In 3, 2, 1. I'm doing this all rough. Like the timer is just here. So whatever looks good. If you just want to see me do weird shit, that's fine too. Oh, let's bring those feet in for a little butterfly. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. I've been realizing I say goodness a lot. Don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's from like my grandmother or something. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Focus on trying to keep those heels pushed into each other, or the bottom of your feet pushed into each other, letting those legs come out wide. We're extending the back. I'm going to take this, I'm going to come up a little bit, and I want to lay down. Oh, and this is tough, staying in the butterfly. If the butterfly's too much, just let those legs stay straight. You can put a nice bend in your knees, but if you can, try to stay in this butterfly with me. Oh, good. Good. Let's come out of the butterfly for a second. We're just going to do some classic leg pulls in. My mat's moving on me. So right here, what we're going to do is we're going to let the legs stay out straight, keeping a nice soft bend in our knees. Big thing here, all the stuff we're doing in our back, this helps me a lot, especially with all the stretching. Press that lower back into the mat, focusing on putting that pressure kind of through the core, because that's going to help a lot with these leg lifts and leg moves. Right now, we're just going to do pulls, kind of like when you're standing up. Now we're going to do them on the ground. And eventually I'm going to add a little twist into it, but don't hurt yourself. Making sure your hips feel good, making sure nothing feels out of place. My hips are destroyed from those leg workouts yesterday, but I was really proud of it. That was one of the hardest workouts I think I've ever done. I didn't think my workouts were going to be this difficult, but I like it because I need the challenge. I need you to be challenged as well. Let's get this each side just a few more seconds. I'm going to be really impressed if I hold this far in the whole video. That's achievement. Ooh, my hip is tight. Let's get that other side just one more time. Good. Good. Now when we come back to this left side, we're going to come up right here. We're going to extend that leg up. And if you can, drop it over to your right. So you're pulling this right side over. Maybe this is too much. Maybe this is all you can go. But if you can, I would like you to try to just put that foot down, let it rest. And we're doing a slight twist. And with your shoulders, you're gonna try to keep your back, top of your back near the ground as much as you can, because you're trying to twist through your center right here. It's just a simple twist. Don't know if I sequenced it well at all, but you know, this is how I do it. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but I'm just doing a nice easy twist. Come back up. We're gonna bring that leg down, pressing our back into the ground. Let's do our right side. Pulling it in for a second. Ooh, goodness gracious. Oh, let's extend that right leg and then drop over to our left side. Excellent. Oh, I am so tight I can't even keep my shoulders to the ground. So I guess the real goal here is to try to keep your shoulders to the ground, and then you would want to put something under your leg to kind of prop it up. Blocks and those instruments are obviously the best to use, but for me, I am going to just let it extend all the way. My body is super sore and tight from all the exercising this week, so I'm just going to overdo it a little bit. But this is how I like to do it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Maybe you want to extend your arms out. Oh, let's come back out of it in 3, 2, 1. Drop that leg. Now we're going to do some legs up a wall. Definitely for this part, you're going to push that back into the ground, pushing the legs up. Press that lower back in. Maybe you want to put a soft flex in your toes. Just relax for a minute. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Let's bring those knees down. Let's tuck those knees in. Give yourself a big hug. Roll around on that spine. We did a couple really good upper body workouts this week. Really destroyed that back, the spine, all of it. Roll around on it. Good. Maybe after a second, you want to bring those legs wide. Eventually, we're going to put our bottom of our feet towards the ceiling. But just for a second, I want you to press that low back first. Trying to put the emphasis in your heels. Sorry, not your heels. I mean, I guess, yeah, you can put a slight little emphasis in making sure your toes are pointed. But yeah, we're just trying to do some nice open stretching. And then now you can point those feet up to the ceiling. Here, your lower back is going to come off the ground a little bit. Try to get it back to the ground as much as you can, but slowly you can start trying to pull those feet down towards you. You can do inside of your toes if you want. I like to do outside of my feet. I think this move is called a happy baby, and it definitely makes me a happy baby, so I highly recommend it. It feels so nice for my hips. I can just feel them. They're tight. Oh, God. Pulling down. Let's let those legs rest a second, shake them out. Now we're going to do a bridge, which, sorry for all the uhs again, but this is just part of the game right now. The bridge here is going to be focused on pushing our feet up towards us and using that pressure of pushing into our lower back. So I want you just to put a few kind of inflections, kind of flexing your core. You know, just act like you can flex your core right now, or like somebody's about to punch you. Flex that core, pressing your lower back into the ground. And that's the motion you're going to make to create your bridge. So pressing that lower back into the ground, you're just going to come up out of it. And try to press those hips towards the ceiling. And we're just going to do it for a few seconds at a time. We'll come back down. Trying to get those hips opened up. Let's come back up. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, good. We're going to just do one more and hold it for just a few extra seconds. I love a bridge. It's so important for keeping your body nice and lubricated. That's all stretching is. We're just fucking really terrible machines that don't have any lubrication. Stretching is just that natural lubrication. And 3, 2, 1. Excellent, guys. Oh, I'm trying to think what I want to do next. Take a second. You need some water at any point, get some water. This is meant to be relaxing. We'll probably do the whole 30 minutes just because I'm taking my sweet time and these aren't really hard at all. I'm going to do a little bit more twist. Let's hop back up on our butt for a second. We're going to kind of do a leg cross. I'm going to take my left leg, kind of put it next to my knee or thigh. I don't want to put pressure on my thigh or anything. All I'm trying to do is just set up a simple twist. So keeping this up here. I would recommend, if you want to get the full twist, maybe you're going to twist to your left. So it's your left leg crossed, so you're also going to twist to your left. If you want to get more out of it, you're going to take that right arm and use it as kind of that resistance against your knee. But if it's too much, just kind of turn, just barely turn. If this is enough, this is enough. I'm going to try to get the most out of it. I'll use my left hand kind of as a plant behind my back. You can't really see it right now, and I'm not going to move. But I'm planting it behind my back, palm on the ground, kind of give me a foundation. I'm focusing on twisting my body. I sleep on my back, on my sides. I wake up a lot of days a little tighter than I should, and it's because I don't stretch enough. And that's part of these videos too. It's a commitment to my stretching, obviously to the sobriety and breaking the sobriety challenge. But really this is about me holding myself accountable to stretching, which I'm just not good at, and I'm proud of myself for putting this foot forward. Stretching never hurt anybody. I mean, I'm sure it did, but I have to say that because it sounds cool. So I'm trying to be funny today, guys. I don't got it. Good. Let's come out of it. Come back center. Get that leg straight. Now we're going to take our right leg. Place it just to our left side of our left leg. Same thing if you want to add that extra stretch in. You can see a little bit better on this side how I plant this back foot. Backhand. Oh, I'm turning. I need some twists. Twists, I feel like, are just so good for my lower back. And that's why I really am motivated to stretch all the time. It's because it's just part of being human is our lower backs are just meant to suck. And that's the secret. I'm joking. Stay with me. Excellent. Let's come out of the twist. Oh, very good. I love that. I'm going to do... I'll bring my palms back in. Just try to do this stretch one more time. I always forget. I mean, this is called a butterfly. But with this, we're going to extend one leg. We'll keep one leg pressed on the inside of the thigh. And we'll come down and do a nice front fold like we were doing earlier. I like doing a lot of folds and twists. It's mainly what I've learned in my yoga, my yoga classes I go to once a week. And they've helped me a lot. Helps me a lot with my lower back, my hips, all of it. and kind of press down. We're just going to hold it for a few more seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Extend that right leg out. Come down. Keeping that foot pressed in on the thigh. We're just trying to change the angles up. Good. Try to keep the integrity in your spine. You know, don't just let your neck kind of raise down. Kind of try to keep. It's really important to try to keep the integrity in your spine, just because we sit hunched over and kind of staring at our phones all week. So we need to autocorrect as much as we can. We're going to do one more thing from our butt, and then we're going to flip over to our stomachs. I want to take the same stretch, so we're going to extend the left leg out, pressing the right leg, right foot into the left thigh, inner thigh. And we're going to do a twist. So I think all I'm going to do here is just say, try to twist, I guess, to the left of your foot. And then all we're doing is kind of just pressing through our sits bones and our butt. And we're trying just to kind of feel that stretch through our spine. You'll feel it a little bit in your stomach, obviously, but I feel like this is a great one for just kind of trying to make the spine lengthen a little bit. Also, just hanging from stuff is great. I got a pull-up bar through that door right there that I'm probably going to hang from at the end of this. I probably just need to put it on that door frame and show you, but that's for next week. Yeah, try to focus on keeping your body turned. Good. We'll come back around, bring that foot in, extend the right. Good. Now twist to your right. I'm using my hands as props here to try to help me support my spine, sitting through the sits bones. Don't know what that means. I just know that's what they mean when they're like, you know, push through your butt. Yeah, the more you know. You got 9 minutes of fun left with me, and we're going to do some fun stuff on our stomach in just a second. Let's come out of the twist. Main thing with these twists is don't just leave a twist, you know. Make sure you come nice and slow. Take your time. We're building up. Let's do some cat-cow. Never hurt anybody. I don't know why. I got to stop saying that. It has hurt people, I'm sure. But for me, I'm sure it hasn't hurt me yet. Cat-cow. It starts in a tabletop. The cat, you're going to extend your spine towards the ceiling, pressing through your stomach towards the ceiling, letting that neck and head come down. And then for cow, you're going to support that neck back up, pressing the stomach back to the floor. It's really just like this core inflection. You know, you're trying to press towards the ceiling and then towards the floor. Let's go cat, towards the ceiling. Oh, it's tight. And cow. Tight, tight, tight. I can feel it in my core. Let's do one more of each. Cat. Oh, you can feel it in your core. And cow. 3, 2, 1. We're going to do that kind of resting lunge stretch that I like doing as an intro to my videos. Basically, just kind of doing a, you know, knee back, knee down. I'm doing left leg extended first. Now all I'm going to do is just barely push forward. I can feel it right in my hip flexors. This will definitely probably make you fart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have heard that. But it's here now. That's your one fart for the video. If you made it till now, I'm impressed. No more farts. Let's come back. Sitting into that heel. Oh, both your heels up. And just kind of lean forward. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to start moaning. About to get real sexual. This video is not for children. Oh, let's come back up. Come back up to square. And then you can lean forward again. And we're going to do one more stretch peeling back. One more stretch peeling back. All right, sit back into it. And then we're going to switch legs in just a second. Man, this is tough. This is tough. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Take your time. Let's switch over to that right. First things first, lean forward. It's all about how much you want to take it to yourself or how much you want to push yourself. So if you just want to like sit here and just watch the video and, you know, eat food, that's fine too. I get it. It's what I'm going to do the rest of the day after this. That's why I'm doing this so early. Let's come back. Sit back into that left heel, putting a nice inflection in your right foot and your right knees. Make sure you're not locking it out. But we just want to peel forward. Pushing that stomach towards your knee. That's where you really feel the hamstring. Good. Extend forward. Extend forward. Oh, this is excellent. Come back. Sit into it. Sit into it. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, goodness, guys. I gotta stop saying goodness. It makes me feel old. That should help. All right, come out of that stretch really slow. I am sore, man. Let's do a nice little simple plank. My wrist is feeling a lot better. You can do it from your knees if it helps. Maybe you want to prop up on your feet. But all we're going to do is some downward dogs. So sitting back into those heels, pressing your core up to the ceiling. Kind of pushing your butt towards the ceiling. And come back into plank. We're just going to do a couple of these. Good. Let's do a leg raise on the next one. So we're going to come back into plank. And so I'm going to raise my right leg next time I come into downward dog. So now I'm in downward dog, and now I'm raising my right leg. I'm putting the stability in my left. Good. Hold it for just a second. And we're going to pull this right leg forward, propping it on the inside. This is a tough move, so take your time. This is very much like an extended lunge. You can put your foot on the inside of your hands. I like to put it on the outside just because I feel like it's a more natural feeling to have my hip on the outside. It's whatever feels best for you. Just go slow, be careful. This is a extended long frog stretch, frog lunge. Yeah, extended frog lunge. Take your time. If it gets too much in your pressure on your legs, drop that knee in the back. It's okay. But we're trying to get this nice frog lunge stretch. It's really good for you. Good. Let's come back. Press that leg back, downward dog. Perfect. Hold it, downward dog. Now we're going to bring the left leg up and hold it for a second. Using that right leg at our stability now. The left leg should be in the air. And in just a moment, we're going to pull that left leg through. Like I said, maybe you want to prop it on the inside of your hands. I prefer to do it on the outside, so I like to just move my leg out a little bit. Feels much better for my hip. Feels a much more natural position for me. We're just holding here for just a second. Oh, this is probably the hardest part of the workout, these last 5 minutes, because you got to do some stuff in plank, and ultimately plank just hurts. Plank makes a real athlete out of you. In 3, 2, prop that leg back. Let's do one more downward dog. Oh, let's drop to those knees for a second. Get a child's pose. Let that body reset. Oh, extend those arms out. Sit your butt into your heels. Deep breaths. Good. Let's come up. We're going to go back into plank and do one more downward dog. Good. We're going to take that right leg again. So now we're going back to the right. Extend it up. 3-legged dog. Good. And let's bring it through. We're going to keep it on the inside of our foot this time because we're going to drop our knee. Oh, keep it extended. So earlier we were kind of doing like a very simple stretch. This time we're keeping that back leg extended back. Knee is on the ground, but now you should feel it, that stretch right into the hamstring. No, my bad. This is definitely going for your left quad. That I'm certain of. Left quad right now should feel nice and stretched. Good. We're going to put those hands back down. Push the leg back up. Come back. Good. Now we're going to do the left side one more time. 3-legged dog. Feel it. Work it. Bring it in. We're keeping it on the inside of our hands because we're going to bring that back knee down. Come up. And making sure that back right leg's extended is that's what's going to put that stretch in that quad and that hip flexor. I really like this. Very similar to this exercise we were doing earlier. It's just putting more focus on the back leg. Maybe you want to push forward just a tiny bit. Don't go too much. I can feel it in my thighs for sure. In 3, 2, 1. Drop those hands back down. We just got 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes. Downward dog. Downward dog. Pedal those feet out. Feel good. Downward dog's the greatest thing ever. Good. We're going to do one more leg extension, or three-legged dog. Right leg first. We're going to do a knee tuck. So you're just bringing that knee in. This is a core exercise. It's meant to be a nice little burnout at the end. Hold it for just 2, 3, 1. Extend back out. Good. Now we're going to take that right leg and put it over our left ankle and try to push that heel into the ground. Staying in downward dog. This is a good calf exercise. I love stretching my calves out like this. In 3, 2, 1. Take that right leg, extend it back out for just a second, and bring it down. Let's rotate over to the left side. We're just going to do the left side, and that'll be it, guys. Three-legged dog, left leg up. I'm going to bring that knee in for a nice core tuck. Last hard part, I promise. For just a few seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Three-legged dog one more time, left up. Now you're going to take that left foot and put it around your right ankle. We're going to that calf stretch. Be careful here with your hands. My hands get slippery because they're getting sweaty. Putting that pressure into our back right heel. Deep breaths, guys. In 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg up one more time, coming down. Dropping our knees into child's pose, and you are done. You are done. Thank you so much, guys, for showing up. That's week 1, basically. We only got 6 videos this week. Next week, I'll have 7 for you. I'm going to start back tomorrow with another stretch video. I plan on changing the camera angle, but we'll see. I'm just glad you joined me. Thank you so much for coming to the Church of Calisthenics. It's official. You're part of the community. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Enjoy your vices.